Hello there, YouTubers. Just kind of a carry-on from where we were. I told you it wasn't going to be any short thing. I ran out of light last night, and I don't have much light tonight. It's 5:30, but there's a big storm coming in. You'll be able to probably hear the thunder in the background. But I ate dinner early when the sun was out, and it was beautiful and all that kind of stuff, so I come back here and work on my normal time late. And now the thunder shower is coming in. So remember, I flipped that blade 180. And I don't like the, it's worse at 180 than it is where it is now. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back. I've got some, hear the thunder? I've got some shim stock. I think it's about 2/1000ths of an inch thick. So that's, I got to remeasure, I want to remeasure everything after I put it in. So right now I got to take that blade off again. I don't know if you guys, I'll be over there. Maybe I can switch this over here and maybe get you guys tucked in here in between all these legs. And no, I just can't get you there. Well, we can do it. If you guys don't mind being on an angle, we might be able to do it. Nah, it just ain't working out. Always something. Well, that might work. You guys are leaning on the, I can't even see the blade. There it is. Where's the, I can't, in the camera. Let me put the camera down. Isn't it great having such a prepared YouTuber? There we go. That ain't too bad. You might fall down because you're only on bipods right now. You're only on 2. So let me get a clean towel here. Now I'm gonna go get a clean towel. And wipe it off again. Coming back from Never Never Land, going from the other end with my hammer and removal bar. Put the board in here so you can work on stuff. I'll bring it up to, oh, you know, that's gonna go bonkers down there when I take this blade off. I might as well just take that dial indicator off of there now. Is what I should do. But I'll get this off because I'm here first. And I think I put it. Man, that was an extra crash. That sound was so noisy, it knocked you guys off. Let me come over there and get you. I guess, can I label this one Crash at the Sawmill and nobody's going to be mad? Or is everybody going to be looking for the NASCAR accident? There's just no way that I can get you in on there. Let's see, I'll try this way. Maybe if I make this one leg long, that's one leg that works. You're going to be at an angle though, which you're just going to have to go with it. I'm going to take the micrometer off because that blade's going to be going to Never Never Land. And to make it easier for me, this has got a neat little magnet. I don't know if you guys know about any of this kind of stuff. But when you put it on something, you just turn this and then the magnet somehow activates. I guess it probably pulls it up off the steel or something like that. So I don't know if you guys are in the movie right now, but I'll have to show you that later. But it gets real solid. We're going to move this guide out a little bit. And that's all I'm going to do is take it and move the blade again 180. There's some pins in there, which I'd bring you along to show you the pins, but it's just too daggone hard to do it. So I'm just going to back the nut off far enough that I can roll it 180 out of the pins and then put it right back in. Try to clean it the best I can with a towel I got in my pocket. Which probably, I guess if you did it right, you'd probably be using a some kind of there. See, now I'm out of the pins, but not out deep enough to move the blade. Now I can move move the blade 180. It actually should be clean because I just did it yesterday. And so we want to put it all back to where it was, because I like that better than where it is now. And it all has to do with this oh man, this thing's a heavy blade. Woo. And sharp. There it comes. Clean its nose up real good. It's hard to get underneath of it, but as it comes around 180, then I can get it. But I'm not getting the bottom part of that collar. That should be lined up now. Should go back in. And it seemed to. Now if I roll this, I gotta roll the blade to come up on my marks now. I don't even see it. There's one. How come I don't see a mark on the blade? Yeah, there's a mark on the blade. I guess I wiped it off. Alright, now I gotta bring this up. I have a mark on that. So I'll bring that up, put that on. Pull it back into position and bang it back on. 10 lovely hits. Now we'll put the micrometer back on there and see what we got. I haven't even checked the lead now. I haven't checked the lead since we got there. I'm gonna have to now shorten this leg and get you out of here, because I got to get in there. I'll leave you here. I think maybe I can get in there. Might be able to bring it down a little more level. Now I'll put the micrometer on there, and it ought to go back to pretty much where those marks were. I think every time you do it, it does change. I don't know why, but it does. Bring this in here, just below the shanks. Make sure your indicator is the best you can at 90 degrees to the piece that you're working on, which that looks pretty close. Flip the little magnet on. Now, I think you guys can see that. Nah, you really can't see that micrometer. Or I can't see it in the thing. We're going to take you off of this so you can kind of see it. I still feel thunder rolling. If it starts to rain, I'm just picking up everything and running to the house, because I just don't want all this stuff to get moisture on. Like I said, you're not supposed to be really yanking on the blade when you're doing this. I'm coming around looking for, there's my mark, one of my marks. Let's see if that's, yeah, see it change. Watch the needle, it'll change direction. It'll go up to a high. That's actually running 46. That's 47, 40, that's 46, yeah, I don't know. I noticed on my movie last night that I got a lot of misdirections. I'm trying to think while I'm trying to talk, and I can't do two things at the same time. 46. Gotta let it settle down. 46. 46. 46. That's 40. Well, that's actually 42, so it's starting to move that way. Let me go around the other side, get it up on 0. There we go. Now it's going wild. See, there it went bananas too much. There might be a piece of dirt in there. That's 0. That's on my green mark. That's 0. I think it's already changed directions. Yep. Now see if it starts coming back the other way. Nah, it's still going. So we'll change that to, yeah, it's easier. There's a little dial under here. I can't do it with 2 hands. To put it back to 0, see, you can do a fine adjustment on that. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. I can't see that, the dial indicator. Now it's at -1 there. -1, 0. This should be a +1, I think. I just can't think about. It's still 0. Now it's starting to go the other direction. That's a +1. And my crown's up here. I'm gonna mark that just for the heck of it, just so I know where my +1 is. There's -1. So theoretically, this one here, let me go a little bit further. Now that's 0. So there's a little discrepancy in this saw, but okay, there you got the -1. So in between this one and this one, so I'm gonna kind of hope that this is the one we're messing with this time. That's the transition point between. It's kind of goofy, isn't it? Well, let's see what we got on the other side. This is no real quick thing. There's back, I think, as I recall, yesterday's was about 42, and that's about 42. Well, that went up higher. That's 49. Now it's coming the other way. That's 49. That's coming the other way. So that yellow one from yesterday is pretty close to where it's at. Let me see where the other side is. I think I double marked that one too. Yeah, I got another mark there. See if some of that green is over on the other side where we're about thinking where it was. Yeah, can you see that green right there? So that's perfectly across from that. So I'm gonna say that that's a point there, and that's gonna be the high point right there. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put that high point up at the top. All right, I'm looking at that as being the high point, because no, let me think. I think I'm going the wrong direction. I think that's the low point. I'm going to screw this up bigger than poop. I always do this backwards. When I'm working on my lathe, zeroing stuff out, I always do it backwards. It's coming this way, and I want it to go that way. So I want the shims on this side. No, I want the shims on the outside. I want the shims on the opposite side. You know, I'm going to have to think about this, because my brain is just not functioning the way it used to. This is, for a regular machinist, this is like BAT SHIT simple. For me, I just, for some reason, the brain don't work like that anymore, guys. So I know that this is too far this way. So if I come over to the green, let me come back over to the green. Okay, there's the green. Now it should be about 0, which we're about 0. So that means this is, I want it to go this way to match the other one. So I'm good with that. I'm going to put this up at the top tooth. Okay. Of course, I might do it wrong, and I'll check it, and I don't even know if I got the right shim. You don't know what it's going to take, really. and walking around this stuff. Okay, there's my green tooth. So I need to put a shim down there, but if you put one shim down, excuse me, one shim down there, you're gonna make a wobble. So it'll wobble like, well, it'll wobble worse than it's wobbling now. So you have to put 2 shims in, one over here and one over there. So that's what I'm about ready to do, and I'm gonna put a 2/1000th of an inch shim in there. So now I gotta go back and bang the blade loose, cut a couple shims. Do you hear that bang back there? Something fell. I'm going to try to get you in this tripod so you don't fall off. I'm going to go bang that off. I think I'll leave the indicator on it. I better take it off. We can re-indicate it and see what's going on. That's more money than I want to screw up. I'm going to cut a couple pieces of shim stock here, if I can get it. Now I'm just gonna roll it off. Get my scissors. Did I show you this? You don't need a very big piece, I hope. Now what I want is 2 pieces at a triangle. If you put it on, you know, that's why they make tripods, because they don't wobble, and that's why I making this way so it doesn't. If you just put one in there, it would wobble. Well, what I think, I don't know. What does the old boy know anymore? All right, I got my 2 triangular shims. I'll put them in there. I might have to, if they won't go in nicely, I'll have to get some tape. Let me put you back here. Boy, it's getting darker out, and I just don't know what you guys can see anymore. But I'm going to the backside, loosen up, then put one on, make a even triangle, hopefully. So I don't need to loosen it and knock it off the pins. I just need it to be loose enough that I can put these shims in it. I will set them down there. I will loosen this up. Like I said, if it starts to rain. Alright. That should be good enough to put these 2 shims in. I'm going to do my best at slipping these in about where I want them. I'm hitting the pins in there, but I think it'll be fine. I hit the pin early on that one. Maybe a little more round. Alright, now we'll tighten her back up and see how much difference that makes. Oh, let's see if it stops some of that. We were at 42 as I recall. Let's see if we can get it down to, ooh, it's getting dark. See if we can get it down to a better amount. Are you guys in there? Yeah. After I get this set, I'll bring you in. Man, I hope the rain holds off. I'd like to get this done. Alright, let's see what we're swinging. Let me take you off the stand. Woo! It's getting pretty rough. Let's see. Doesn't look like it changed it much, does it? There's only like a 1.5 shim. Alright, let's go that way side. I don't think it changed it a whole lot. There's 50. I'm coming. Where's my point? That yellow point. There's the 1 point right there. There's the green one. Where's the yellow one? Here we come. Let's see where the yellow one is. Alright, I'm going to zero that. I think I'll zero it this way. Now let's see what we got. It's going backwards. So that's 10, 20, 35 right now. That's 50. That's worse than it was. Did I put it on the wrong side, guys? I'll tell you what, guys, I'm gonna play with this. Call this quit. I'm gonna put another movie on tonight, show you the shanks and show you the sign I'm working on. I might play with this, but I gotta put all the camera and this stuff away until it rains and try to figure out what's going on here, because that should have been, seems to me it should have been better than that. But like I said, it's only 1.5 shim, so I'm going to double it to 3, and then I got to start looking for a fatter shim. So I'm going to play with this, and you see it takes a long time, but you see basically what I'm doing. So over and out. I'm glad you stopped by. We're going to get her closer than it was. You know, I'd be happy with, you know, 20 thousandths, I think. So we'll see you later now. Bye bye.